Hello, everybody. Xavier here. Pretty much every hobby or art that I've dug into, they all kind of revolved around one thing, and that's music. I'd be lying if I said music has not been the single force of my creativity for quite some time at this point. At one point, I was rapping. Like OJ's glove, you just don't fit, so pack your shit and get the hell out of here. That got me into slight beat making, which then eventually got me into making videos, which is what you're seeing right now. I wanted to be the next lyrical lemonade, and I was putting every last bit of manpower that I had to go towards that dream. I just wanted to get good at using my camera because then I can start focusing on the bigger picture that I had. I got better at color grading, I got better at editing, planning out shots, all that stuff. And so here my journey begins. Starting this should be a breeze, right? So here's the thing. I started offering free music videos for anybody that wanted one. And I actually got some people that took the bait. They're like, heck yeah, let's work together. But you see, this is where I kind of run into my first little bump in the road, right? Is nobody values free. It has no worth. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've put something on Facebook for free on Facebook Marketplace and nobody wants it, but then I put it up for $5 and instantly like I get a response, hey, is this available? With videos, it's the same exact concept. With free work comes people that are not taking the work seriously. The artists were constantly canceling plans and rescheduling. The cancellations would come at different times too. If you were lucky, you'd know in advance. But there are people that would cancel, well after the time that you guys were supposed to meet up, whether you were already at the location or if you were at home waiting for them to reach out. You don't know frustration until you drive through Miami traffic for over an hour and a half to meet with a client, just for them to cancel on you, and you've already been waiting at the location for 15 minutes. All right, I learned my lesson. I'll start charging people. That way, I'll only work with individuals that are on the same level that I am currently. Right?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Here I was with a new drive. Let's go get some clients. I reached out to artists like an absolute madman, finding people that had talent, or that at least I thought had talent, in any way possible. Email, Instagram, they had AOL Messenger. I'd reach out to them on there as well. Basically anything that would get them to view that message, I would do to make sure, hey, I want to work with you. You look like you've got talent, and let's do some work together. I gave reasonable rates as well. I even played with the rates, to kind of come up with an idea of what would work best for people. Still ghosting, no shows, rescheduling happening all the time. At this point, I had already started my LLC, and I was kind of over this already. I needed to start leaving a paper trail for the work I do anyway, so I created a contract. The contract was good. It had nothing malicious in it. You're paying me for a deliverable, and you can have a refund until up this date for the deposit that you put in. And the deposit isn't like I'm asking them for $600. It'd be like $100. Just because technically I'm putting in work even before we really start, right? After that date, it would be up to my discretion on whether or not they would give them a refund. Honestly, I gave them a refund most of the time anyway. Okay, I'm not in the business of just trying to take people's money. And I do understand that, shit happens, right? That was just put more as a scare tactic, so that way people are willing to go through with the process. This spooked artists, especially what was going to be my bread and butter, which is rap. I understand why it would spook them. But here's the thing. If you ever plan on doing actual business with people, you're going to need to sign things. And sure, in today's day and age, things are a little bit different, with things like Instagram, stuff like that. So not everybody follows the rules, but me personally, I don't want the IRS up my ass. That's just my thing. Again, the rap scene is huge because if I'm from Florida, so you go to 10 people, 8 of the people have tried rap, and 6 of them are still trying to rap to this day and try to make big off of it. One issue that I ran into often is that they all just suck. So the way in my mind, right, I'm thinking, okay, cool. You want to work with me? Let's make something cool. Let's, create some cool scenes. Let's do whatever it is, so that way, you can stand out. But everybody wants the same thing. Like nobody wants to stray at all from what the norm is for videos, and they want to keep it that way. Do you not realize that people that are where they are at now is because they were different? They didn't sound like all of these in between, right? Like that, you have to realize that there's no way that you don't see that. And the last thing that I can really think of is that all of them tried to act way bigger than they actually were. And I get it. Again, it's rap. You're supposed to be cocky. You're supposed to kind of fake it till you make it at times, right? That's what 90% of the people do. It's really aggravating when you pretend like you're a Jay-Z, but you're not even up there, man. One thing that is big about rap is humble beginnings, right? Like, you understand the fact that you started from down here and you're up here now. A lot of people are down here and they're still down here, but they pretend like they're like triple, you know, where they're actually at, or where they even want to be, pretending like they own millions of dollars and they still live with their mom. Like, that's just, it's weird. It's weird. Like, let's be real here. It's weird. And it doesn't matter for how long you've been doing this. If nobody's listening, it's a hobby. That's the equivalent to me being where I'm at right now, a small YouTuber. And in fact, a YouTuber so small that I'm not even a piece of dust in the algorithm. That's like me being where I'm at right now and pretending like I'm a Peter McKinnon, or, you know, a Casey Neistat, or somebody that has, you know, that type of videography level and that type of following, when the whole world can see that that's just simply not true. I can get there, yes, but I'm not there right now. Anyways, at this point I'm rambling, and I figured I'd end this with a funny story. So when I first moved to North Carolina, one of the first people that I met was actually getting into videography. Naturally, me and him kind of clicked, and we were talking back and forth. You know, I showed him some of the stuff that I did working with musicians, and he's like, oh yeah, that's awesome, you know, like, how'd you like it and all this other stuff. Like, I kind of want to do the same thing too. And he also wanted to do it for rap. And I said, look, man, I'm gonna be really honest with you, that this is what comes with it: the lateness, the tardiness, the, you know, non-reliableness, all that in between. I laid it for him. I told him, and that's what made me realize it isn't for me. I'm the type of person that I'm punctual, so whenever people aren't, it bothers me, right? Whenever people would like to waste time, it bothers me, because that's the one thing that we are so limited on. We let that play on, and come back a few months later, you know, I asked him, hey, how's the music videos, how'd those been going? You've been working with rap artists and stuff like that? And he basically just said, fuck working with rap artists. And I just thought it was funny, because it's not just me. Like, I got to a point where I was thinking like, hey, like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Obviously I wish the best success for this other person. Turns out it's all around. It's not just Florida. Like, that's just a normal thing, you know? So anyways, that's it for this video. Love you guys. Peace.